Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually going to be doing a video tonight showing how I make these boxes with the different colors. You can do them in 2 if you want, you can do 4, 3, however long you want it in your book. These measurements are for the Erin condren planner because that's what I have. So to not make this video too long, we'll get started. I actually make boxes like this in the Silhouette. You can download it from their website. They do have a free version, and then they have ones that you can pay for and get a little bit more added bonuses with it. So I do make these in there, and I'm going to just show you my way of doing it, the way I've done it for the past 2 years. I'm sure there's other videos out there as to how they do it. They might do it a little different. I haven't looked up any of them, but I'm sure that people do it a little differently. But this is basically how I do it. So we'll just get started so it's not a long video. So you just start with basically a new program, and the first thing that I do, and I do it based on my week. So if I want to make a color coded week with, I did this and I posted in a couple of the groups, and I believe my Instagram page, which I will leave that link below. Next week's my anniversary, so I was up in the air if I wanted to do pink and white theme, all pink, pink and black. So I was playing around with different designs that I made a year or 2 ago, and then I was just changing up the colors. So I make my own stickers, and I do base it upon like the week before, like what I want to do for the following week. So I want to kind of go with a pink or red theme for next week. We'll see how that goes. So the first thing I do is I start with the little rectangle. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm back. I just wanted to get my book out so maybe I can show you in the book so you kind of get an idea. I was not going to get the Erin condren vertical book, and I waited till like the last possible minute till I decided what I wanted, because I've always used a horizontal, and it came in a little late. So I missed the first week, which was I think 4th of July week. So what I always do in my books, because I want to know for the whole year, is I put my measurements, and I can link this on my Instagram if you want. I put my measurements for everything that I make my stickers for in the book. So the first triangle that we're going to start with is going to fit right on this colored line, and I build it down from there. So the first thing that you're going to do is come over to this little draw a rectangle. Let me move it over so you can see. Make this smaller so it'll be easier. Alright, hold on. There we go. Now you should be able to see the whole screen. Okay, so the first thing that I do is come over to draw a rectangle, and we're just going to draw a rectangle. It doesn't matter the size because we're going to fix that size. Okay, then I click my select tool, and I will select it, and we're going to make this, which is the top part of that little box that I showed you, the size. We're going to come over here to change the size, which is the scale window, and then I click uncheck the lock aspects, and we're going to change the size. So we're going to change this one to, the width is going to be 1.50, and then the height is going to be 0.245, and we'll hit apply. Okay, now I'll zoom in. So that's going to fit on the very top of the Erin condren, and it'll fit perfect in the squares as well. So I am going to make, we're just going to do this pink, and I'm not going to worry about changing the line color now, because when I group them all together, I personally like all my line colors to be white. I just think it just makes it look prettier. So I'm not even going to worry about that. So we're going to come over to, well, actually before we do that, we're going to make this one a 4 box. So we're going to do 4 boxes. So before I change the color, we'll come over here to the replicate little thing that looks like a butterfly, and we're going to duplicate it 1, 2, 3 times. So now you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 little rectangles. Now I'll change the colors. And there is a couple different ways that you can do if you're looking to do the ombre effect. I basically, for when I do mine, I'll fill my colors. We're just going to play around and we'll do a red one. So I'm pick the top color red. Then we're going to pick the next box. We're going to do the shade underneath. It is a different color. I don't know if you can see it. A lot of my stuff I do people ask me in my Adobe Photoshop also, and I have the Illustrator. But for these, when I want to make quick ones for my weeks to match, this is all I do. You can go in and change the transparency on them, but personally me, I like the colors that are all over here already, and I just love the shades that it comes out with when you go one beneath the other. So the top one we picked for that one. The second one's going to be this one. The third one, we're going to do the third underneath. And then the fourth one, it's going to be that one. And see how it has the 4 different colors? I just love the way it looks. Maybe if I do it in a darker color, you can see it a little bit better. If I do it in the blue. And then, of course, you can do any color scheme that you want. If you like the, you want to mix and match blue and green. But to get that ombre effect, this is how I do it. And then sometimes I do it with the transparencies. So I'm just playing with a couple of different colors so you can see. Alright, so that's basically what I do. And then sometimes if I'm doing 3 boxes, I even skip to give